Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, and today a quick video on this gorgeous new Seiko that we just got in. It's not even posted on the website yet. I guess it will be soon, but this is a very appropriate video because just about a week ago I shared with you folks some of my blue dialed watches, and then this one came in, and well, this might be the blue dialed Seiko that goes on my wrist eventually. What a stunning piece. I have the SBDC047, known as the Trans Ocean watch, shown right in front of you. Another watch from the Seiko Prospects collection. Obviously comes complete with the Seiko box, papers, the Japanese, everything's in Japanese because this is a JDM model. This watch was announced at the Basel Watch Fair in March of 2016. I was recently asked by a good customer if I could get one of these, and without even a firm commitment to purchase, I looked around and I was able to get one. And I said, hell, I'm just going to bring it in, and because it just looks like a great watch, and I'm sure it's going to, sell quite well like most Seikos do. But the blue dial, totally, took me by surprise the way the light catches it. So let's get rid of some of the background material, and we'll get right into the dirty details. So again, this is the SBDC047, the Trans Ocean, as it were. Like another sumo spin-off in a way. I'll just bring it around a little bit. So some of the specs on this one, people usually are very interested in what's on the inside. So this one runs on the 6R15 movement, which is Seiko's upgraded, more of a higher end movement. It's a 23 joule movement with a Spron mainspring that gives you 50 hours of power reserve. So no 40 hours here, you get a full 50 hours. Beautiful Seiko solid link bracelet. I am not going to take the wrapping off because this one's probably going to go for sale. Nice fold over clasp. And then let's look at some of the tagging on it. So again, it's a JDM model, so it carries all Japanese writing. It's from the Prospects collection. That's for professional specifications. It's a scuba watch, so this is going to meet the ISO 6425 standard for all the dive standards that we talked about and some of the other watch and learns. Besides being water resistant, it's going to have legibility requirements, anti-magnetism requirements, strap attachment requirements, all that good stuff. And then there's a bunch of hang tags. Let's get them up here. So the first is the specification with the part number. Made in Japan, very prominent. The movement, 6R15, and the stated rate, that what they sign up to in accuracy, plus 25 minus 15 seconds per day. Obviously, many people get much, much better, but that's what Seiko's going to hold themselves to as a standard. And then here is the price tag. It is 130,000 yen. That is the recommended retail price. So obviously that's going to depend on where the exchange rate is, but right now that's around 1,200 US dollars. But again, that varies every day, and that's the retail price. So generally, you will find them sold for a little bit less than that. And then the other tag that's hanging around here, the Diashield tag. So this is a coating that Seiko puts on their watches, makes them a little more scratch resistant, a little more scratch proof. The Shogun has Diashield. The SBDC029, that's the titanium, more or less the titanium sumo. So let's get into the watch here. So obviously the blue dial, we'll get to the blue dial in a minute. Let's do size specs, right? Directly across the case, it's around 45 millimeters. Overall thickness is right around 13 millimeters. I think they say 12.8, but 13 is good enough for me. And tip to tip, see how it's going to lay on your wrist, is around 52 millimeters. Well, lugs are a little bit pointy. Let's get a look at that dial. So check out that blue, huh? And that is, it's not a gradient blue. I guess it's just depending how the light hits it. It's, I guess it's all blue, but then you see how the shadows fall across it? That is mesmerizing. I guess that's why they call it the Trans Ocean. I keep wanting to say Super Ocean, but it's not a Super Ocean. That's someone else's watch. Lumer bright on your hands and markers, a nice thick sapphire crystal. No hard wax, this is sapphire, so anti-resistant, anti-scratch. Let's get on the dial there. Japan right on the dial. 6R15 right on the dial. The date is done negative, black background, white letters. and then the bezel. So it's a 120 click bezel, unidirectional, it only spins one way. Knurled on the sides, recessed with the markings inside it. And it feels like a ceramic bezel. It looks like a ceramic bezel, although I'm not totally sure. It certainly gleams like a ceramic bezel. Look at that. I just noticed the crown has almost like a ceramic cabochon on it. Wow, it's really nice. This is a really nice watch. LumiBrite on the hands and markers, so we'll just do a quick, I'll flip the lights out. It glows very well as it should. You know, LumiBrite. There is a light source behind me, and I can't quite kill it, but you can see that it's going to glow very well. You know, just like every other Seiko does. And maybe it's not the monster application of Lume, you know, Seiko Monster, but you know, easy to read. Nice chapter ring. So now let's flip it over. The back has the Seiko Wave, the Tsunami Wave. Air Divers 200, stainless steel, sapphire crystal. It's got the markings. Again, there is your made in Japan right here on the top left. So when we're looking at the case back, you can see it's actually an integrated bracelet, which is, I don't know, that's kind of a surprise for me on a watch like this. If you can see past the strap, I'll pull up my pencil. This is the end lug. This is the center link, and it's integrating directly into the watch case. There's a fat spring bar that starts here and ends here. But Seiko being Seiko, still put drilled lugs on the end. So you could remove the spring bar in the bracelet quite easily, but then I guess what are you going to do? What are you going to put back on it? You got to put the bracelet back on it. I'm not quite sure what they were looking at, because you know that center link comes right up into the bracelet and integrates. So I don't know, maybe they got something up their sleeve for later, although I seriously doubt it. Just you know, a real standout piece to come from Seiko this year. Like I said, this was discussed at Basel in March of 16, and now, you know, I guess it's been in the Japanese stores for a little while, and now we're able to get our hands on one. So I'm going to just switch perspectives, and I will throw it on my wrist so you can see how it might look on yours. Now check that out. Here it is on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. So even though, you know, it's 51, 52 across, it probably sits a little wide on my wrist, but I'm willing to overlook it for the quality of the blue. That is just beautiful. I love it. Comfortable. Very nice. I love the way the light catches the dial. Always different looking. Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's black. Just another gorgeous home run, of course, by Seiko. So this has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, giving you a quick look at the Seiko SBDC047 Trans Ocean JDM, Japanese domestic model or Japanese domestic market wristwatch. If you like this video, please like it. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so at this time. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below, and I'll be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.